The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World. Stop number 18 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour brings us back to Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama for the fourth and final restrictor plate race of the season, as we're here today for the running of the Die Hard 500, the 18th race of the season, as we are set to go racing here on this 2.66 mile tri-oval high banked racetrack. It turns back to 33 degrees and in the turns and 18 degrees in the tri-oval. Going to be some tremendous racing here today. And here's your starting lineup. On the pole, it is Zachary Fitzwater at 197 miles an hour on the pole. He's alongside car number 18, Nathan Ormond, in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Ormond, a two-time winner season so far. He won the last time we were on a plate track at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. He also won the season at Martinsville, while Fitzwater won the season at North Wilkesboro. Row number 2 is car 42, Bryce Egan, one of the guys to watch here this weekend, this season. Here today, he qualified number 3 in the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. He's alongside number 77, Laura Chung, the U.S. Air Jasper Engines Ford. Row number 3 has number 81, J.T. Bryant, the TIC Financial Systems Ford. Beside him, Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car 28. Keith has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race. Fourth row is Dylan Young in car 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. And Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford, car 21. Quentin won this season in the Daytona 500. Quentin has our second in-car camera. Going to row number 5 is car 40, Michael Turner, the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac. And number 19, Carson Gum, who won at Sonoma this season, the Hooters Ford. Next row down has number 71, Matt McIntyre, the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. He's alongside number 9. That is the car of Ryan Brommer in the Orkin Pest Control Ford. Next row down is number 98, Emmanuel Hartnett, the Finger Hut Ford, and number 26, Quaker State Ford of Daniel Voiles sitting alongside. Next row down has car number 27, that is Joshua Sekuli in the McDonald's Ford, and number 33, Alex Miller, two-time winner so far. The Skull Bandit Chevrolet car number 33. He won the first Pocono race. He also won at Michigan this season. Next round is the winner of the second Pocono race this season. The last race we brought to you on tour, the number 8 Ray Vestas Ford. It's Joshua Osborne, the number 8 Ray Vestas machine. He's alongside number 16 Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford. Next round is Caleb Fogler in car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. And going for the Talladega sweep, she won the last time we was here in the Winston 500. It's Jessica Shelton, the number 11 Boazer Ford. She has her third in-car camera. Next row down has number 10 is Kat Benson, the Tide Ford, car number 10. She's flanked by car number 15, Colin Cropley in the Ford Quality Care Ford. He won at Darlington and Bristol this season. Next row down is number 5. It is Phil Parker, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, and number 12, Destin Boland in his Ford. Next round has number 17, Reggie Fogelman, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and number 22, Dylan Poteet, the Coca-Cola 600 winner at Charlotte in the Maxwell House Pontiac. Next round has winner at Riverside. It is Trent Dunham in the number 1 Skull Classic Ford, and number 3, GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. It is Cole Deaver in his machine. Deaver won a season at Atlanta. Next round is number 43, Nathan Hudson, who won a season at Richmond, Virginia, the STP Pontiac car 43. And number 4, it is the Kodak Film Chevrolet of Eric Monaco. Next round has number 25, Kyle Matthews, who won a season at Rockingham, the Kodak Chevrolet car 25. And number 90, Wyatt Quayle in the Heilig Myers Ford. Next round is number 6, Seth Cullen, the Valvoline Ford. He's alongside number 41, Mitchell Hodak, the Meineke Muffler Chevrolet. Next row down has number 23, Eric Sadler in the Smokin' Joe's Ford, and number 7, Paul Minnick, who nearly won the first time he was here at Talladega. He came in with a top 5 finish in that race. The XI Batteries Ford car number 7. He hopes to at least up that to a win here today. We'll see what happens here. And starting shotgun is the Factory Source of America 75 of Zach Winkle. That car is the Ford. And starting shotgun is number 31, Hardy Chevrolet of Alex Hawkins. That's your starting lineup for today's race at Talladega Super Speedway. 197 mile an hour pulse speed for this event. Here's the command to fire him up.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command given the party engines for Step Racing here today at Talladega. Zachary Fitzwater and Nathan Orman will lead them off pit road along with the pace car. And we'll be back to the green flag right after this. Field off turn number 4 as the pace car peels off on the pit road as Zachary Fitzwater and Nathan Ormond will lead into the green flag here for the start of this race at Talladega Superspeedway, the 4th and final plate race of the season. In the die-hard 529 laps of action here today. Start finish line would be right about here if this was Daytona, but at the exit of the pit road, it's at the exit of the pit roads where start finish line is at here at Talladega. Green flag flies and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. If you want to see all-out racing at over 195 mile an hour plus, you have come to the right place. Talladega Superspeedway. Always dramatic, always exciting. We'll see what happens here in the 29 laps that will ensue here today as Zachary Fitzwater takes the top spot. But here comes Bryce Egan looking to lead the first lap of this race, the number 42 machine. As the field takes about a couple laps to get up the full song. With these restrictor plate engines, they're already up to over 180 miles an hour at this point, 184. In the case of Bryce Egan, the leader, and Keith Batson and Dylan Young, they may make it 3 wide for the lead, and they are going to be 3 wide for the first lap. Wow, what a first lap! Dylan Young, from about the 7th starting position, leads the first lap here at Talladega. First lap, 168.85 miles an hour, but don't get used to this pace because it'll be much faster this time by. As you see the speedometer right there, over 190 miles an hour already. Joshua Sakuli. Low side of the racetrack here. Nope, here comes Caleb Fogler, number 24, as he tries to bring the Jeff Gordon colors up to the top spot. Fogler to second. And he'll duck to the inside, almost takes the nose off the 10 car of Cat Batson. And now it's going to be either Fogler or Young who leads the second lap of this race here. Will it be the black number 2 or the rainbow number 24? Give it to Fogler on the second lap here. In the second lap, 195.07 miles an hour on the second lap here. And now you got Hendrick Motorsports first and second, Caleb Fogler in the 24, and the 5 of Phil Parker. Two leaders in the 2 laps of this race so far here. Let's see if we can see it. And I think we're going to see a third and 3 laps here because here comes Parker. Low side of the track. He's got Daniel Boyles in the 26 pushing him. Boyles will be back in this ride next season, the Quaker State Ford here. And here comes Eric Monaco with a push from Cole Deaver in car number 3. And does Monaco steal this lap from Parker? No, he does not. Parker leads lap number 3 of this event here, and now on the lap number 4 with car number 4, Eric Monaco. Out in front in the Morgan McClure colors here, and he's got Deaver behind, and here comes Trent Dunham. Former Talladega winner himself, the Skull Classic Ford, car number 1. He actually won this with the same paint scheme, but as an Oldsmobile back in season 8. Through turns number 3 and 4, Kyle Matthews started back in the back of the race pack here right there, and he's already working his way to the top 10 now in that 25 car. Maybe a top 5 here at the end of this lap here as they come in the turn number, as they come to the start finish line. And car number 4 leads lap number 4, Eric Monaco. 4 leaders in the first 4 laps of this event. Just an explosive start to this die-hard 500 at Talladega. Monaco leads. Second is Dunham. Third is now Mitchell Hodak. And here comes Hodak. It's going to get the push. It's going to push Dunham. No! Hodak's going to go for the lead. And he's going to bring Kyle Matthews and Seth Cole with him, along with Dylan Poteet. Poteet, fresh off that second place finish he had at Pocono, the last race we brought to you on the tour. And now Matthews, he wants to lead this. He wants to lead a lap. And, no, here comes Seth Cole. They're almost 4 wide for the lead. And who led that? I'm about to bet you Seth Cole led that lap. No, it was Kyle Matthews by just an inch who led that lap. Matthews led that lap by just an inch over Seth Cole, who now has the lead. 5 laps in and 5 different leaders here. I tell you, we may have every car lead a lap here today. That's not possible because there's only 29 laps in this race and 38 cars are running. But Seth Cole out in front in the Valvoline Ford car number 6 out in front, the Mark Martin cars. But here comes Ryan Brommer. Nope, here comes Carson Gum. Low side, and Seth's going to block both of them. And Seth Cole leads his first lap of the race. Wow, what racing, 195 miles an hour plus inches apart as you're on board now with Jessica Shelton in car number 11, the driver who won the last time he was here. Pushing Nathan Orman in car number 18, trying to get him to the top spot. But inside goes Wyatt Quayle in car number 90. He'll take the position away from Jess as she's now up to the middle of the pack here, or middle lane I should say. And now you're riding with Quentin Moore in car number 21. The Sitco Ford. Seven laps in, and they are averaging over 190.137 miles an hour as Nathan Ormond led the last time by. But give the lead now to Ali Liara, I think it is. No, it is not Ali Liara who leads. It's still Ormond, but here comes Wyatt Quayle. The driver who dazzled them all in the first Pocono race. He finished 4th in that event. That's his best finish so far this season. And he could be one of the guys to watch to get his first win of this, get his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. And here comes, and out 4 wide again, Fogler, Bryant, Quayle, and Ormond. And I think Ormond may have led the second lap of the race right there. Yes, he did, just barely. Nope, they gave it to Bryant. They gave it to JT Bryant, number 81. I think he was, the 8th or 9th different leader of this race. And that last lap by for the leader, 196.383 miles an hour, and Caleb Fogler at almost 197. Let's take a look at the fast lap of the race so far. And that goes to Ormond at 197.131 miles an hour. And Caleb Fogler will maybe getting ready to lead his second lap of this race. He's got Emmanuel Hartnett behind him in car number 98, the Fingerhut Ford. And they are 4 wide for 3rd spot. Dylan Young down the low side of this track here. Dylan Young, the 3rd, but he's got the push from Joshua Osborne in car number 8. Osborne, a former winner here himself. And I believe in season 9 when he won the Winston 500 that season. And Osborne is gonna swipe down 2 lanes. He's gonna take the lead from that spot. But here comes Reggie Fogelman in car number 17 down the low side of the track. Osborne to the lead. Man, oh man, oh man! Can't get any better than this here. Talladega Super Speedway here, 10 laps in, and I think we've had a lead change in all 10 of the laps so far here. And here comes Reggie Fogelman, car 17. Nope, here comes Matt McIntyre, 71 car, and Matt's gonna make the drive to the low side, take the lead away in the 71 machine. Matt almost won at Pocono the last race we brought to you on the tour. He got passed on the last lap by Joshua Osborne for the win. So McIntyre knows he's got a car that can win races. And since the hard luck he had in the first half of the season, Matt McIntyre's team has stepped it up a little bit the last few races we've had. Matt led his first lap of the race here, and now he's got Daniel Voiles in the Quaker State car behind him. And here comes Voiles. He wants to lead his first lap of the race in that green and red, in that green and yellow Ford. And down the low side, and now comes car 28, Keith Batson. Mexico Haviland Ford as you're on board now with Keith Batson in car number 28. And he'll duck to the low side. Down the low side, and he's got his wife, Kat Batson, behind him in car number 10. And you just rode to the lead with Keith Batson in car 28. So Keith leads his first lap of the race here. Now Nathan Hudson goes low side. Bill Parker, Dylan Poteet, Quentin Moore, Kyle Matthews all in there. That's just the inside lane alone right there as they go into turn number 3. And now Moore and Parker duck down the low side, and Bill Parker goes to the lead in car number 5. And what's Quentin Moore going to do to the low side here? He and Kyle Matthews both. Moore goes low side. Nope, here comes Matthews. Trying to lead his second lap of this race here, and he will in the Ken Schrader colors. Matthews will pull off that dominating win at Rockingham, the second race of the season. Led the last time by, but now Eric Monaco in number 4 has the lead, and who's gonna go inside? Seth Cole, the number 6 car. Looks low side now. And Seth Cole in car number 6 to the top spot now. Trying to, and here comes the outside pole sitter, Nathan Ormond in car number 18. And Ali Liara goes low side. Carson Gunn went to try to go back up the middle. That proves to be I thought it was going to be a fatal mistake because I thought he was going to get shoved aside by the 30 car of the pole sitter, Zachary Fitzwater. And here we go. 4 wide for the lead again in turn number 1. And give it to Carson Gunn now for the leader. Ali Liara led the last time by. Almost halfway home here. This will be the halfway lap. 15 down and 14 to go this time by. And we may have car 15 leading lap 15, Colin Cropley. To the low side, he's going to take the leader off turn number 4. Whoa! I thought we may have a possible spin there to come off turn number 4 right there as Mitchell Hodak almost got into the 12 car of Destin Boland. And halfway down, 15 down, 15 to go, and led by car number 15, Colin Cropley. Led the last time by. And Colin trying to become the first driver to win 3 times this season so far. We've had I think 3 2-time winners so far. And all the rest of them have been 1-time winners. And that's just in the first 17 races of the season so far. So you might say this season, like the last few others in the series, has been all about parity. JT Bryant now at the top side as he's now got Jessica Shelton behind him in car number 11. Bryant out in front now, car number 81, Shelton in number 11. You got Fords in the first 5 spots on the inside lane, and now Sekuli tries to help Shelton and Bryant, but here comes Destin Boland, that unsponsored number 12 to the low side of the track. I'd say, how good would it be for that unsponsored machine, though? Maybe you get a win here at Talladega. Maybe. Destin Boland has had some flashes of good runs in this season so far. And he's going to get second up in the high side now as Bryant leads for 2 consecutive laps right now, so he's doing a good job holding up the pack for the time being. And now Dylan Young goes to second place, and Shelton stays on the inside lane. She's got Caleb Fogler in the 24 behind, along also with Joshua Osborne and now Alex Miller in the 33 machine. And Caleb Fogler goes inside of Shelton now for the tops for trying for third spot, maybe second place now as he goes inside now of JT Bryant 81 and move Dylan Young to the top spot now. But here comes Alex Miller and Joshua Osborne pushing their way up to the top spot now. Dylan Young led the last time by, and now it's going to be Joshua Osborne to the lead in turn number 1. Alex Miller to second. Third is Trent Dunham. Two Fords and a Chevrolet in the top 3 spots. And you got a Chevrolet behind Dunham now with Matt McIntyre, and whoa! Now you got the skull cars hooked up as Alex Miller ducks inside of Osborne going in turn 3. So it's Skull Bandit to the top spot, Skull Classic in second position, but here comes STP trying to spoil all that. That's Nathan Hudson, in 43 car. And he comes to start-finish line. Get ready for 10 laps to go. 19 down in the books and 10 laps remaining here. Working on lap 20. Caution-free so far at Talladega here and averaging over 193 miles an hour. On board with Quentin Moore in car 21. Close up in the back of the 26 car of Daniel Boyles there. Boyles went to the inside, but Moore says, nope, I'm already committed down there. And he picks up the draft off Phil Parker, pushes Phil Parker to the lead in car number 5. 9 laps to go at Talladega. There's the view from Keith Batson's perspective in car number. I think that's Joshua Sekuli's view right there. Who stuck a camera in that car? That's Keith Batson's view right there in 28 machine. And you had the back off right there, the back of Nathan Orman's car, number 18. There's Jessica Shelton's view in car number 11. And that's what it's like to ride in a pack 3 wide at 195 miles an hour at Talladega Super Speedway. And it's Jessica Shelton that time by, clocked in 30th. As we've seen here, this race so far, one driver could be 30th one lap, could be up to about 15th the next, and problems for Dylan Poteet, 22 car. And Cole Devers also had problems as well too. He's also out of the draft. There's Poteet sitting on pit road. Something may have gone wrong with the car right there, and yep, he's on pit road right now. So. And also the 9 car of Ryan Brommer out with a header failure. And Poteet has been lapped this time by, so problems obviously for the Maxwell House Pontiac. That shoots his chances of maybe upping his last race positions by 1 position right there. Maybe by possibly getting a win here. Here comes Carson Gum. He's looking for his second victory of the season. He won at Sonoma on the road course. And speaking of road course racing, the last road course race of the season will be 2 races from now when we go to Watkins Glen. The next race is this season. Next race after this will be at Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400. That'll be next on the tour. Nathan Ormond, second place now. Here comes, oh, and Carson Gunn's about got squeezed right in front of the 90 car of Wyatt Quayle. Wyatt, one of the rookies in the field right there. He qualified okay in his field there, but one rookie who did qualify well, Bryce Egan, he's up there now in that 42 car. Third car in the inside lane, and Cropley behind him in number 15. Man, can you hold your breath for 5 laps? There's probably no way though this guys will make it 5 laps without wrecking, maybe. Like throwing a ham bone in a room full of pit bulls here at Talladega Super Speedway. And the chips are definitely down now. We're down to 5 laps remaining now. Ormond led the last time by. Crawford in second place here. Poetry in motion at 197 miles an hour. That was the fastest lap of the race. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Cropley out in front in car 15. Here comes 27. Joshua Sekuli. Can he get his first victory of the season? And Sekuli almost took the nose off Joshua Osborne's car. Osborne did not like that at all. He ducks inside and says, "Okay, Sekuli, if that's the way you want to play." And Joshua takes the lap away from Sekuli that even on. So all worked well for the 8 team. Osborne's in the top spot now with now 4 laps to go. And we got a lap car up ahead as Dylan Pote is back out on the track now, but he's going to get swallowed up by this pack. And they're about probably a third of a straightaway or so behind and closing up. Pote's running how fast? 165 miles an hour. The field is running 195. And Osborne, oh, he's going to go up to the high side. It's going to slow the field up right now. And problems on turn number 4. That's gonna be the end of the race right there. Sekuli goes to the low side of Osborne. Osborne stays in front of Joshua Sekuli. And that will be 3 to go this time by. And if that's the end of the race there, Joshua Osborne has won with Joshua Sekuli finishing second. Dylan Young was involved. Trent Dunham, Matt McIntyre. There's Wyatt Quayle, Bryce Egan, Eric Monaco. Seth Cole was in it, and I think his race is going to be over here before the checkers fall. I was afraid this was going to happen when they hit the lap cars, but before they come off turn number 4. Carson Gunn was in it. Kyle Matthews might have been in it in the 25 car. There's Ormond, he was involved. Mitchell Hodak. Well, here's what happened. They pushed a lap car right there of Dylan Poteet. And take a see what happened right there. Dunham may have gotten up in the... No, Dunham got a tap from Reggie Fogelman come off turn number 4. Sent him in the Dylan Young. Sent Young up in the Matt McIntyre. And the 18 car of Nathan Ormond. You saw Seth Cole get a piece of it in that number 6 car. Wyatt Quayle got crashed right there. Here comes Eric Monaco. He comes up almost to a dead stop in that number 4 car. And so he and Bryce Egan, both of them didn't quite. Both of them made it through okay. Here's what happened to Seth Cole in car number 6. Everybody gets piled in right there. Here comes Seth Cole trying to go slow. And for Seth, his strategy of never lift doesn't work as he crashes into the 90 car. You saw Kyle Matthews get a piece of it in the 25 machine. Carson Gunn did a good job getting through the crash as well too in number 19. So that was the story of the crash right there. There is Trent Dunham down the low side. He and Wyatt Quayle. Dunham running 33rd, Quayle running 34th right now in the field. And they may still be possibly finishers on the lead lap, but we'll see what happens when the time comes, when the checker flag comes right there. And I think they're still in the lead lap despite the crash. Seth Cole is out of the race, as is Dylan Young. That's going to be a hit for those two in the points. And I think Potte's going to pick up a couple of more spots as well too. So Dunham and Quayle both are trying to finish on the lead lap with damaged up race cars, which, barring any problems, that may not be easy. It may not be hard to do, but also may not be easy to do as well too. But they are going to get the white flag right now at an agonizingly slow 70 miles an hour, and the guy who saw it all happen behind him, Joshua Osborne, is going to become the third driver this season to win back-to-back races. They're following Colin Cropley at Bristol and Darlington, and then Alex Miller at the first Pocono race, and he also did it at Michigan, the race afterwards. And now Joshua Osborne, who won the second Pocono race, is going to win the Die Hard 500 at Talladega Superspeedway if nothing happens to that number 8 car in the final lap of this race under caution, excuse me. But for Joshua Osborne, the man out of Van Leer, Kentucky, pulls it off here today. Or maybe here, Joshua Sekuli. So we got a pair of Joshuas in the top 2 spots. Josh Osborne, the winner, and Josh Sekuli in second place. Good run for the McDonald's Ford. Almost pulled off what Jimmy Spencer did in the real Die Hard 500 in 1994, winning the race here. But he still comes up with a nice second place for him. Jessica Shelton may not have gotten the Talladega sweep, but she does come home third in today's event here. So it's strong showing for Jessica. As she's, I think, had her finest plate race season this season, but I'm not sure on that one. We'll have to check on that. At least at Talladega she has. Kat Batson finishes in fourth position. Caleb Fogler. Good day for the DuPont Chevrolet. Ends up finishing fifth. In sixth position will be Reggie Fogelman. Seventh, Emmanuel Hartnett. Nathan Hudson. Eighth, Colin Cropley will be ninth. 10th will be Zachary Fitzwater. Dylan Pote was not on the lead lap. He'll finish 37th in the field. JT Bryant will be finishing 11th. 12th will go to Daniel Voiles. 13th will be Quentin Moore. 14th, Michael Turner. 15th, Keith Batson. 16th position will go to Laura Chung. 17th, Alex Miller. 18th, Phil Parker. Destin Bolin, 19th. And Ali Liara comes home 20th. And Nathan Ormond. Mitchell Hodak. Kyle Matthews. Carson Gum. Bryce Egan. Eric Monaco, Matt McIntyre, Cole Deaver, Paul Minnick, and Eric Sadler, the top 30 in today's event here at Talladega Superspeedway. But they're coming to the checker flag right now and chalk up win number 2 on the season for Joshua Osborne. He wins the Die Hard 500 at a slow 70 miles an hour. Thank you. And they're out and waving. And Joshua Osborne, the Miller, the Ray Bestis Ford car number 8 wins here today. As we saw Wyatt Quayle and Trent Dunham come down pit road. I think they may, I don't know if they're going to be coming in for a pit stop or not. I was going to say they better finish this race there. There you go, guys. Dunham will finish 33rd, while Quayle will finish in 34th position. So, there you have it with that. Well, the race may not have finished under green here, and we possibly could have had an exciting finish here today, but for Joshua Osborne, as I said, the yellow flag flew at just the right time. But I tell you, Joshua Sekuli didn't make it easy on him in the last few hundred feet to the start-finish line here. Average speed 166.723 miles an hour. So Joshua Osborne becomes the 4th different driver to win twice this season. We'll see what happens when we go to Indy for the Brickyard 400, how the rest of this season comes out here. We gave it a top 30 already here. 30th position was Eric Sadler. 31st goes to Alex Hawkins, matching his car number. Zach Winkle, 32nd. 33rd goes to Trent Dunham. Wyatt Quayle, 34th. And so 34 cars. So 34 out of the 35 cars finished the race on the lead lap. Dylan Pote did get 2 more spots. He finishes 35th in the final running order here in today's event here. Cars are race, obviously Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and Ryan Brommer, all of them involved in that crash that ended the race under yellow, sadly enough. But as we say, it is what it is here in all racing, at least in this series, at least. Here, so that will do here today at Talladega Super Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and the Duracell Ultra Light Series, the two main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of the NNSCRA Duracell Next Gen Cup Series or the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to get with Seth and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out other channels from the NNSCRA community, including the We the Coasters channel. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fanatic, then be sure to check out the We the Coasters channel. That's a channel from Dylan Young and Kyle Matthews, and you will not regret doing so if you are, as I said, a roller coaster / theme park fanatic. So that will do it here today at Talladega Super Speedway. Congratulations once again to Joshua Osborne, the winner of the Die Hard 500. For now, this is James Colson. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline and online racing at its best. We'll see you at Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400.